Hey, what's going on, everybody? Movie Phantom here, and guess what? Time for a little bit of horror movie news. Left my watch on. Alrighty, so up first, apparently they're going to be doing another Tremors TV show. Tremors had a season that aired on the Sci-Fi Channel. I never had the pleasure to watch it. I love the Tremors movies. I haven't seen the fifth one yet, but I got the first four over there. Enjoy them all. But never got around watching TV series. Well, apparently they're doing another series, but this time, guess who's back? Kevin Bacon. Boom. How freaking awesome is that? Which I'm excited for. I think that'd be pretty good, actually. So, all right. Well, apparently some big news hit this past week, and then they quickly redacted it. There were some rumblings that Tom Cruise was going to be in the next Mummy movie. And people were speculating, is he going to be the Mummy? Will he be Van Helsing? That's one thing everybody, Van Helsing was never in the original Mummy movies. Maybe that's going to be the connection between all the, Mummy movies, or all the Universal Monster movies. And so, Tom Cruise is attached, and people were kind of psyched. Well, quickly, somebody from the Tom Cruise camp, set the record straight and said he is not going to be in it. However, I guess he's attached as like a producer or something, so. Which that doesn't mean shit to me, so. Yeah. Like, I'm not a huge Tom Cruise fan. I think he's alright. It would be cool to have some A-list talent on here, but I feel like even with the A-list talent, that just means there's going to be more studio interference, and I don't know. But apparently they're looking for some A-list talent on the other ones, too, because they want Angelina Jolie to do The Bride of Frankenstein, which is very good, I think. I like that one. And I don't know if she's already confirmed to do it, or if it's all just kind of like, she's like, yeah, I'll do it, and they haven't signed anything yet, but Scarlett Johansson apparently is going to be in the Creature from the Black Lagoon, so at least they're getting the talent there. They're trying to round it all up. So. Apparently, John Carpenter has 4 TV shows he's producing, and he's going to be directing a pilot to like a couple of them. No word on what the shows are going to be or what they're about or anything like that. He says a couple of them's horror. One's going to be like a sci-fi, and then the other one they didn't really specify. But, yeah, everybody from the Carpenter side is pretty happy about it so far. I'll tell you right now, I don't see all 4 of them coming to light. Because, you hear about this all the time. Someone has, they try to get a show together and they get a pilot done and just fucking plops out there. But as of right now, Carpenter's working on 4 of them. So we may be getting 4 John Carpenter TV shows coming soon. So if you're a fan of the iZombie TV series, got renewed for a second season. Or actually, it was already renewed for a second season. They extended it. They extended the order of the second season. So there you go. Apparently, Will Smith, there's some rumbling saying that he might actually be back, in fact, for Men in Black 4. I think after and I know like part 3 is a critical success. People liked it. People thought it was good for some reason. It made a shitload of money. I was just not a fan of part 3. I thought it was the most unfunny, painfully awkward movie to watch. Like, it was just so, so I can care less if Will Smith's coming back or not. And I feel like it's all him. I'll tell you right now, I think he's just like, I need to be taken seriously. I'm a serious actor. Whereas 1's funny because it's him. Like, to me, I think Will Smith's the best thing about part 1. It's him and Tommy Lee Jones. They made a good team. But like part 2, he just kind of, I don't know. Part 2 was just a bad script, and then 3 it was just like, I don't know. I didn't care for it, but yeah. So there you go. If you're hoping Will Smith be back in Men in Black 4, there's still some hope. There's still some hope. So midweek last week, the producers of the Night of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead. Get my Dead series swapped around there. The producers of Return of the Living Dead, Rave to the Grave, which I think was like the 5th one in the series. The producers are now currently selling the rights to said movie on eBay of all places. So if you want to be the copyright holder of Return of the Living Dead, Rave to the Grave, well, put your bid in. Apparently, basically, they're just trying, from what I understand from the 2 or 3 articles I read, like what it boils down to is the studio was like looking for some space. They didn't have enough room, and they had to start cutting shit out, and that's one of the movies that just didn't quite make it. So apparently, you get the rights, but I guess like all the shit, like the the back copies, the master prints, all that stuff, that's your responsibility to haul away. So, would you really even want the ride? Like, what would you do with it? I mean, I've never seen it, and I've heard nothing but horrible things. Like, would you like? I guess you get the power to release like a huge 7-disc box set for the ultimate fan. If you love Rave to the Grave, you can't wait to get this 20-disc definitive collection. Speaking of definitive collections, so I haven't seen it yet, but apparently the studio released a Nightbreed director's cut a little bit ago. It's on Netflix. I just have not had a chance to watch it. I love Nightbreed. I am a huge fan of Nightbreed. It's one of my favorite movies. Yeah, just a childhood favorite of mine. Well, apparently between the theater cut, which apparently, and I didn't realize this. Apparently, there's a shitload of back and forth between the studio and Clive Barker. And I guess there's a ton of shit he shot that just wound up on the cutting room floor. Well, apparently, sometime between the theatrical version and the director's cut, there was the Cabal cut. And that was almost like the producer's cut of Halloween. Just basically a lot of the stuff that were just kind of left out was thrown back in. Well, then they did the director's cut. Well, apparently some super fan over in Sweden, I think, it's somewhere in the Scandinavian countries, he gained access to a lot of these outtakes or whatnot, and so he decided he's going to actually cut it together, and he's actually using the short story. I think it's Cabal is the name of the story. He's actually using the short Clive Barker story as the guide. I guess apparently the story and the movie are a lot different. Just even the order and the sequence of things and whatnot. But apparently there's all this extra footage that wasn't even in the director's cut that's still out there. But somehow this kid, I don't know how old he is. He's probably, I'm assuming he's younger, but he obtained all the footage to it. So just being an obsessed, fan, he's putting it all together. And apparently he's getting some of the actors and actresses to come back and actually do some dub work, because some footage has no sound or whatever, which I think that's kind of cool actually. But he's not doing it for money. He's literally just doing it because he's a fan. And he also kind of dropped he's hope people will see my editing skills and it can springboard a career, Which if it does, good for him. Hope it works out for him. But apparently he's going to release it on Vimeo, I guess. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that right. I've been saying that for years. Is it Vimeo? The YouTube Lite, which I'm not a big fan of Vimeo. Even though you can see titties on there and everything, I'm just not a fan. But anyways, he's going to be releasing the ultimate cut, I guess, of Nightbreed. So be looking for that coming soon. And then they also say it's weird because I'm always telling you guys shit that I get. As soon as I read it, I write it down, I bring it to you guys. And forever we've been hearing about the Gremlins reboot. Well, now I guess Chris Columbus, I don't know if you go by Christopher or not. Columbus Day. Chris Columbus and somebody else. Not Dante. It must have been another producer or something like that. But they've been talking about they're going to do a Gremlins 3. Not a reboot, a part 3. And they literally said, they didn't explain what they meant by it, but they're like, we want to do for the Gremlins series with part 3 like Jurassic World did for the Jurassic Park series. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? But apparently they're making a part 3. At least that's what they're saying now. Now, as you guys know, a couple weeks from now I'll probably be reporting and say something completely different. But as of right now, they're wanting to do a Gremlins 3, which I'm down with. I wasn't really opposed to the reboot. I didn't really care. Because as much as I like Gremlins, that's not one of those sacred movies to me. I can just give a shit. Remake it if you want, but I probably won't watch it. I'll probably just watch the original. But and then finally, Bela Lugosi's Kane from Plan 9 from Outer Space. You guys remember that epic movie? He was in it for a scene or two, and it was all test footage, just shot in front of his house because he was in really bad health. And it wasn't even shot for the film. They shot it and then they put it into the movie, and Ed Wood built the movie around that footage or whatever. But he had a cane in that scene because he once again just in really bad health. Well, apparently this thing just sold in an auction, and I guess it sold for $10 grand. holy shit! Like, really? And it's fun because in the article, the guy who bought it, or the guy who sold it, said he wasn't expecting it to sell for that much. He said he figured, $2,000 at the most, $10,000 for this cane. Which I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of Bela Lugosi, but I'm not spending $10,000 for his Plan 9 from Outer Space cane. But someone did, so that's pretty crazy. All right, guys, that's all I got this week. You guys want to chat about any of this stuff? Drop some comments down below, or hit me up over on Facebook. You're itching to talk about some of this shit. Hey, I'll chat with you. So yeah, that's all I got. Guys, keep it real. I'm out.